Hey, what's up? Skullbasher here, coming back at you with another video. Let's do this. Hey, what's up? Skullbasher here. Just wanted to make a quick video on the Blue Yeti. I know I've made a couple other videos already. Most of the videos that I made earlier were of what I knew then. I know a lot more about it now. I'm not a professional when it comes to it, and there's a lot more that I need to learn about the Blue Yeti and just about microphones in general. Basically, I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm loving this new microphone. I'm thinking that I'm getting some pretty good quality out of my audio now. I believe that anyway. Sounds pretty good, and plus, like when I'm talking right now, I can hear myself because it has a headphone jack on the bottom of it, so I can plug my headphones in, and as I'm talking I can still hear myself, so that's pretty cool. I've also recently downloaded this thing called Morphvox. It's like Morphvox, and it's like a distorter for your voice, or not necessarily a distorter, but more like a voice changer, and I think that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm gonna play around with it. I haven't really had an opportunity to extensively, mess around with it, play around with the settings with it, but it basically, it'll change your voice into like, you can talk like a little kid or a lady or something like that, and I thought that might be cool or funny, or something that I could definitely use within my Twitch stream. So I don't know that I'd use some of those for that, but there's a couple features in there that would be pretty cool to change your voice, like temporarily for certain things, like if somebody gives a donation or somebody follows or something like that, it might be cool to integrate some of those voices within it, but not necessarily the kid or the woman's voice. Maybe some of the, cause I think there's like a Darth Vader voice and some other things, so I just thought that'd be pretty cool to play around with. I don't even know how to use it yet. I actually just downloaded it. It looks like a pretty cool application or program, and once I learn how to use it, I'll make a video on it just to show you all exactly how it works and how I download it. I don't think it's a free program, but I may look into that and see if there's anything better than that or something that is actually free, because I think this program's actually has a free trial, but after that I think you have to pay like 40 bucks or something, so I don't know that that'd necessarily be worth it to a lot of people, but if I could find a free version, that'd be pretty cool. And if anybody knows of one, go ahead and drop it in the comments and I'll check that out. That'd be pretty cool. Also, does this sound any better than what I usually sound like? Last video that I made, I was doing it from a good bit further back than I am right now. Right now I'm kind of up close on the microphone right now, and I also got a pop filter for this microphone. It doesn't, there's still some popping, like if you listen, you can definitely still hear the popping. Sorry if that blew your eardrums out, but point being is, I think it does, I'm sure it does a lot better than it would be if I didn't have, it's not even a pop filter, it's a windscreen. So basically it's like one of those things that go on the microphones, like you see people doing karaoke or talking with a microphone up close. They usually have windscreens, I guess that's what you call it. That's what it's called. Like the description of the item that I bought was called a windscreen, but I don't know, there may be some other technical names for it that I don't know, but it's not a pop filter. I should get one of those, especially obviously you could tell that it was, that's not the best sound to be hearing. So I know a couple people, they showed that you could actually get that out of there with a sock, but I don't think I want to ghettoify my mic that much. It's just my personal preference, but they ended up having to put like 5 socks on it to get it to actually work. So I don't know if that's a thing, but apparently it is a thing, but it's not a thing for me. I'll definitely be getting an actual pop filter if I do something like that. So I've been, doing a little research before I actually start with Twitch, because I just want to kind of understand Twitch a little bit better and understand the settings and how to get around on Twitch, and just understand, like, I'm not necessarily wanting to copy anybody. I want to have my own thing, but I just kind of want to get an idea of how, and it might be a better idea for me not to know anything about Twitch when I go into it, because then I'll be definitely something that's completely different than anyone else, because, and I mean, I kind of do that anyway. Like, I mean, I'm sure I'm going to take a couple things that people are doing, not necessarily copy them, but I might integrate it within the way I do my thing, and that's not copying, that's just, and some of the things I might take what they do and make it better, but for most part, I mean, I'm pretty much, especially if I'm going to be, because that's going to be a live thing, I have no editing on that, so basically it's going to be uncut and raw, so that's going to be a different experience and be pretty crazy. So I'm sure, further and further into this, it'll be easier and easier to get to that point where I'm just, that much better on the mic and that much better in a live experience, because I'm sure I'm going to edit this audio and you're going to hear that, if you heard the raw footage of this video or of this audio, it would be pretty terrible, I'm sure. I mean, I don't know that for a fact. It probably wouldn't sound that terrible, but I want it to sound as professional as I possibly can. This is another, to be honest, this is another test. This isn't really the review of the Yeti yet, because I want to get a little bit better with it before I start reviewing anything extensively anyway, because I mean, obviously this sounds awesome, like me getting this close to it, it sounds really, really good on the earphones or the headphones. So we'll have to see, I'm gonna play around with it before I actually do a review on it, because I want to know more. I might even do some research on microphones in general, just to know what the specs are. I know the specs on phones and what they should be and what's up to today's standards keyboards and things like that, and I know computers and I know different things, but I've never really, you know, dove into microphones before. I mean, I know that this is widely used. I mean, I'm sure I've been looking and there's just some really expensive microphones, but honestly, I don't really see the point of buying something that expensive unless, and even then, I really just don't see the point of buying something that expensive. I mean, this mic right here is like, I think it cost me $106, but some of these mics that I've been seeing people use, I think it's made by like Shure or something, they were like $250, and then some of them put a mixer on it and things like that, and that's another $100 and something or $200 depending on which one you get. So this stuff can really add up, and I don't know the quality is, I mean, I don't really notice that big of a difference. I mean, it sounds pretty dang good, but this sounds pretty dang good for $120, so, or $106. I think, you know, that was an on sale thing, I don't know, and it probably goes down below that at times, but when I bought it, it was $106, and I've seen it for $120. So point being is, you know, I don't know that it's worth spending all that kind of money on this. I might, you know, for a headset, it might be worth it because you have a lot of different things you can do with that, because you wear a headset, you can wear a headset a lot of the time, so that might be something that would be worth doing. But for a microphone, I don't know. It's not really, right now, it's not on the top of my list unless this sounds terrible, and I think this sounds fine. So I'm listening to it, and I think it sounds great. So I don't really see the point, and I've seen other people with better microphones, and it sounds close to the same. It might sound a little bit better, but, and that's just raw. Like, I also edit my audio, so point being is that this video is getting a little long, and I'm rambling a lot, so I don't know if this, I might need to go ahead and cut this video, but basically, let me get into a couple more things. Basically, the main thing with this microphone is it has a gain on it, and the higher the gain, the louder your voice is going to be when you're talking into the microphone. There's also a volume on it. There's a volume knob, and that volume knob actually controls what I hear through the headphones. You know, so if I connect the headphones to the microphone, I'll actually be able to hear myself as I talk on the microphone. So that's pretty cool. And I'll pop some pictures up during this just for you to get an idea of what I'm talking about, so you can see the bottoms and the bottom of the microphone, and it shows you in there that like the different ports on the microphone. Like there's a USB port, and that's what powers it, and then there's a 3.5 headphone jack on the bottom of it, and there's also like a little thing that you can screw your arm in, and I'll do a video on that because I've got a fairly cheap arm, but it's nice, like it works good still. So I'll definitely do a video on that to help people out, because that basically you have to like unscrew a piece of the bottom of the arm to get that out, and then it's able to go onto the actual microphone itself, and then you could actually put it on an arm or a boom or whatever you want to call it. But it's really an arm, but some people know it as a boom. But anyway, that's about it for this video. I don't want to make this video huge, which I've already done. It's already like 10 minutes in. So point being is that's about it for this video. I just wanted to give a rundown on the microphone and let you know that I'm still alive and I'm still making videos. I just wanted to play around with a couple things before I really do an in-depth review on the Blue Yeti. As you can see, I like the Blue Yeti, but I still want to get more familiar with it and know a little bit more about mics. And you know, I've played around with Audacity, I've figured that kind of stuff out, but I just want to know more about it before I give my opinion and give any advice on the microphone, because I don't want to give you guys bad advice, and I don't want to, you know, tell you what I know now without knowing more about it. So basically, I just want to know as much as I possibly can about the microphone and about microphones in general and Audacity and things like that before I go in and I tell y'all about it. So basically, I just want to get more familiar with microphones before I give you an in-depth review on the Blue microphone. And I'll also do some other videos very soon, so stay tuned for more videos, and you have a good one.